Well, welcome back to Cool Times Podcast. We talk all things cool about the cold storage construction industry.
Sure do.
We sure do. We have some repeat...
Full house.
Yeah, full house and repeat customers today. We have our good friends, Weiland, in the house.
Welcome, Weiland.
Thank you.
This time the whole family's here.
Yeah,
The whole family's here.
3 C's are here.
3 C's. We have our boy Carl, Christina, and Calvin.
Hey guys.
And it's exciting to get you guys both on because you guys weren't on before.
Correct.
So, Carl, you want to talk a little bit about introducing your team, what you guys have done since our last podcast, what you've changed, where you're going, new roles, concepts, anything? I mean, dude, here we are.
Yeah.
You got the whole world listening.
Super interesting. We've come a long way in the last couple of years. We've been growing a ton, and credit to a lot of the cold storage contractors out there that have been just working more with us, voting for our product with their dollars. It's just been an incredible period of growth, and it's allowed us to continue to build our team. With every door we sell, we get a little bit, we do a little bit more to reinvest in building an incredible team. And so Christina was here last time, but she was off screen, and I wanted to introduce her and Calvin. Christina is our VP of Accounts, and Calvin is our VP of Business Development. Probably also recently seen a lot of activity on social media and with some of the things that we provided via email from a marketing perspective. We added Tiffany Neeson, who's our VP Marketing. Whoa. She's incredible. We should be, I'd be remiss to not mention her. And across the board, we've got new project managers. Off screen, we've got Lane.
Lane is in the building. Yes. So actually, Lane, get up and just pop in that camera and say hello quick.
Wave to everybody.
Hello. No, more. Get in more. Get in more. Get in more.
There you go.
There's Lane. There's Lane. And then Lane came on board in January,
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. So there's just been so much that's been going on, and one of the biggest thing that I'd like to talk about is our CS grade hardware and our push for that. This is something we've been talking about for a few years, but it's something that
and CS grade means what?
Cold storage.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. So it just helps us differentiate our product a little bit more, and I'll let Calvin and Christina talk about that. But before we do, I just say we have always been laser focused on the needs of the cold storage industry for a long time to differentiate ourselves. We focused on building the best product that we possibly could. And so what was always considered what we now call our Pro Series hardware, we have differentiated 2 different lines of product depending on which side of the industry we're serving, whether it be food and beverage versus cold storage.
Okay. So more of that stainless steel component. So Pro Series equivalent with stainless steel.
Yep.
So just synonymous with processing. And then again, CS Series, the cold storage applications.
Yes, and that's true whether we're talking about cold storage infits or fiberglass personnel doors.
Got it.
So
cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Awesome. Calvin, what are you doing over there, man? What are you doing over there at Weiland these days?
That's a great question. Thank you. Well, I would say I joined the Weiland team not this last January, but the January before that. And I joined after an invitation from Carl. Him and his 2 brother-in-laws who own the company have been committed, I guess, to building this product for this industry for a long while. Yeah. But at the heart of that desire to provide this product is the desire to build a team around them that does so in a joyful way, comes alongside teams and partners like yourselves and provides a product that hopefully is a joy to work with and a team that's a joy to work with. And when Carl invited me, he said, I want to be a blessing to my team and I want to be a blessing to people that we get to serve. And so my job is just going and telling the world about the blessing that we desire to be to people.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You guys radiate that too. You do. When you guys come in a room, the way that you come in is just so joyful. It
hugs.
Really is.
Always with hugs.
Always with hugs. It's my favorite. I love hugs. So
we had
I like that.
We had somebody come and visit our shop a couple weeks ago, and they came in for the first time, and they were a little taken aback by how everybody was, just very joyful. And they got into the car, and he said, "That happiest group of mother effers I've ever met. I said, we have a lot of fun, and we do, because we know that doors and windows and just this industry can be really hard.
Yeah.
So if we can be joyful by loving each other and then serving the people that we get to.
I noticed that on social media, even your new social media presence, you guys are hitting it hard. You guys are doing a great job with that. I saw you guys do a little ring the bell-esque, selling some word, blasting some music, doing some dancing.
So
Christina should tell the story of the bell.
So
when she started.
The bell, so we have to celebrate the wins, right?
Yes.
No matter how big or small, even the little ones, right? Because that's ties and fries. And so I had this tiny, tiny little bell that was almost, I think it was a little tiny cowbell. And I put the PFH, so the pretty freaking heavy serial tags that we have, I put that on it to Weilandize this bell. It was so chintzy. And I was like, it doesn't matter, we're going to ring this bell. Yeah. So then Carl, of course, has to out-engineer me. And so goes and finds an old train bell.
Like a train crossing.
Oh, so cool.
I was looking for something to emulate like the New York Stock Exchange. Instead of the cowbell that was this big, it's like...
And it might have covered up like Prosecco time or something instead. But anyway, so then he gets his bell, gets it all rigged up. But the idea is that when big or small, that we are celebrating the wins. Some people do cartwheels, some really high kicks, high jumps, but that we celebrate it with our favorite song and energize the whole team.
And honestly, we started doing that in 2020. So like when we started seeing Freeze Construction doing that, we're like, man, we ought to be putting our celebrations on there.
We should, man. I think it shows the culture. I think it shows, how real and human you are, right? And I mean, we are, we're like 5 bells, 6 bells behind, but
we're behind.
We're a little behind in the bells, but it's been a hectic travel schedule and hard to get all the PMs in one office these days to celebrate. I like everybody to be there, but
it's fun to celebrate them together.
Well, gratitude is like one of the most fleeting of human emotions. That's what my dad always says. And celebrating those wins not only tells our teammates that we appreciate the work that they put in, but it tells our customers that we appreciate the opportunity. And that's just, Christina always says nothing happens until something gets sold. We celebrate those wins and then we send it over to the shop and let them, deal with figuring out how to get it built in time. That's the way we roll.
And Calvin, you're newer to Weiland, so you've probably been at other companies before. What's this culture like? That's a culture thing, right? How's this culture different than what you've seen out there?
Yeah, well, I think I'm pretty fortunate that the culture of Weiland is similar to where I've got to previously work. In the place that I've got to work, people care a lot about other people.
That's great.
And when you're, selling a product and something as niche as doors and windows, it's pretty easy to just get into the mode of sales, right? And actually not encountering the person or really knowing the person. And I would say the culture that Carl and his brothers and the team have is that we really care about the people that are in front of us. And when that's just continually reinforced, it's just a ton of fun to be around. And I'll just say this, I think something that Carl said, he's like, the joy being fleeting or gratitude being fleeting. We have grown, a lot of humility, and a lot of grit has gone into that, but we are not any less grateful now than we have been, because we know how hard it is to get to where we have and where we hope to be. And just having gratitude in the forefront of our culture is really special. Really grateful for that.
It's huge. I feel even, because we grew quickly as well. And I feel like I'm more grateful even now for that journey, for that experience, for the team that we've built, right? You have to slow down and sit in it sometimes.
It's important. And then Calvin, it's, we've chatted online, offline, and I know you've mentioned a lot of things about you're going around the world, United States. I mean, you're hitting up all the general contractors, trying to get your name out there as specified. What's that been like?
Well, it's been great. I think I feel so fortunate that I joined a team that already had such an awesome reputation. A reputation, as Carl mentioned, of maybe being the most expensive option, but the option that is the most quality. And I think it's been fun to walk into architects and general contractors rooms and say, hey, this is the product that we have that we're really proud of, that we've worked really hard to get to this place. And for them to be really receptive and see the work that has went into, you know, this product. And it's been a blast getting to talk to architects and general contractors and people who are familiar with you and just this industry for a long time. You know, getting introduced to our product for the first time has been just so much fun.
That's awesome. And quite frankly, I'm big on energy and like, dude, you're smiling, talking about this with me. You're excited. I haven't seen you not smile ever since I met you. You walked into SEBA, man, you walked into SEBA and you were just like ear to ear smiling. Calvin, wow, dude, you were just this ball of energy and fire, and you, dude, that energy, that's gonna help tenfold, right? I mean, it is because you're excited about the product and where you're working, right?
Yeah.
But we all know the brains in this room are the women here. So
I think we all know that.
So Christina is over here just the glue, much like Jenna. You're our glue at Freeze and in this podcast at Cool Times. You're the glue. You're the glue. I mean, just talking with you, it sounds to me like you got your hands in everything and making sure things are just right.
Yeah, I mean, or the mom or
yes, I get that a
big
lot.
sister or, you know, or we fight like siblings. But no, I mean, it's easy to sell a product that you believe in, right? And so and I'm emotional, but truly, like, it's just, gosh dang it. So no,
she's crying tears of joy, but she did twist both of Carl and I's ears this morning to get out of the hotel. And so she is the glue.
Yeah. We need to get to this appointment, guys.
But I think that's all of us balancing each other and knowing like where our strengths are but you know that can be challenging, and as you grow to see, okay, where does everyone's journey, what's the best seat for everyone on the bus, and balancing that, and then but still being able to, I love being involved still on the client side, but to navigate the new relationships and making sure that as we grow and we bring on new people, that everybody, it's harder to carry that culture through. And so as we grow, and how do we make sure that that is consistent, and that 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago when I started, that we were 6 people total in the office, and now we're over 20 some people in the office. And so, is that right? Like 20 some?
That's awesome.
And
seems like there.
And so it's grown so much. And then how do you make sure that those newer folks that have come on, like Lane, feel that same sort of, gosh, this is what it was, and the why. This is why Weiland does it the way we do it, and still not. One of the things that I love that Carl says is, if we're fighting you guys are more expensive, we're not going to cut quality to lower our price. We're going to improve processes. And so looking at all the different ways that from a price perspective, that, it's the CS series. So this cold storage, it's how do we get faster, and all of the things, how do we stock hardware that's going to make our pricing more competitive. So I get to be on those strategy conversations. I get to be on the relationship side. It can be challenging, but I absolutely love our team. I love our leadership. We look to hire people who don't look at it as a job.
Right.
Yeah,
and this is because when we go and we travel, we better like each other, right?
Yeah. It makes it a lot more fun. Each other.
Why did you two look at each other when you said that?
Because we love traveling together. We love each other so much.
But truly it is a family. And so, and looking at, I literally thought this morning, gosh, okay, Lane's been here now. At what point does it become now we had Jessica in our office just celebrate 11 years.
Wow.
So I thought, what does it look like when all of a sudden it's my 11th year and then Lane's been here now 5 years? And so just the tenure is, we have guys that have been working on the floor who have hit 30 years. And so the tenure is really incredible. People don't leave Weiland.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, this episode is sponsored by Iceberg Mechanical, our good friends from Florida.
Thank you.
They are a nationwide refrigeration contractor.
They are.
And good friends of ours. Anyways, I wanted to get in a little bit of segment of this, the podcast that we do every time, but because we just had you on last time.
We don't want to hear
2 years.
We don't want to hear from you anymore.
Carl, we don't want to hear from you anymore.
We don't want to hear from you anymore, Carl.
I want to hear both Christina and Calvin's cool moments or cool stories that you guys have experienced in the last year. Just any cool story or moment that you guys want to share with us that is industry focused.
Ooh, that's a
go
great question. Go for it.
The first thing that came to mind is getting to go and visit with an architect this last year who found themselves in a predicament as we walked into the door. And they just said, hey, how fast could you do this? And he had never worked with us previously.
Sure.
We're unique at Weiland where our sales team works right next to the production team. And we have this communication where we can work really fast. And so I was able to go to our production team and say, okay, there's this 115 door project. How fast could we do it? And we said, probably 8 weeks. And I said, well, it's this custom color. It's all of these issues.
Oh, wow.
He's like, okay, it'll probably be 9 weeks. And so we go back to this architect and they said, well, your competitor said they could do it in 22. So if you can do it in 9, that would be awesome. But we ended up cranking on that project and we had multiple members of our team, stay up late, just kind of grind on it. We ended up doing it in 6.5.
That's amazing.
There you go.
It was a huge project.
There you go.
And, not only were we
Where's that applause button?
Right here. No.
Got it.
But I think, for me, it was a little microcosm of like what I get to do on a weekly basis, introduce new people to our team, and then I just trust our team so much to go above and beyond on delivering a product. And that was a big one for us. That was a really big job. And all things considered, we knocked that out of the park, and we'll hopefully have a lifetime customer of ours.
Yeah, built a lot of trust, added a lot of value.
Yeah.
Christine.
Yeah, so in the last year, I think that seeing different members as we grow and the footprint, dividing and conquering for Calvin, myself, Carl, and then we're the guys traveling or the people traveling. And so what's been so amazing to me is seeing everyone back at Weiland. Everyone is there. So they're the ones grinding it out. And I have just so enjoyed seeing the members of that team just step into these leadership roles of, all right, you know what, I'm going to PM that job. Or the different thresholds of like dividing and conquering and what that looks like, because everything is there. And so going back to like the culture, none of it, like we have the easy job. Like, right, where everything, the true grind and getting it done and what makes us successful is our team in Norfolk, Nebraska. Yeah. And they're the ones doing it every single day. So I've been so impressed with them like the amount of leaders that are just self-discovering.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And selfless. Like we're a small enough company that there's so many people wearing so many hats who step up on a regular basis. And thanks to Carl's leadership and Christina's and leadership, people who want to do that on a regular basis.
You're going to cry too, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I love your response. I have a better response.
You're crying.
I was thinking of me. You were thinking of our team. That's better.
I just think of like ways that, part of growth and the challenges is you have to give up things. And just in our nature as competitive individuals or people that have responsibility, it's like, all right, we've got to let other people be part of the team, and they're doing it on their own. Like that's what's just been so beautiful.
I want to say something so bad right now.
You can't.
It's not
What'd you say?
This is the first time in Carl's life that he had something.
What do you guys
All right, as a plus.
Oh, I just wanted
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to throw in there that as we've grown, there's always challenges with growth.
Yes.
Sure.
We have not struggled with having people that don't step up to the plate. And in fact, it's actually oftentimes I feel like I have to like work with an awful lot of humility, because every time we bring somebody new onto the team, they are better at what they're doing than me.
Yeah. Yep.
They are better at it. And so then giving them the freedom to do what they do awesome is a real joy. But then sometimes I'm just like,
what do you need me for? What do I do now?
And like
and
feeling my way through that has been tough, but it is so cool, not just on the office side, to what Christina was saying, but all the way through production to the people on the dock. We have people that are really proud of what they do, and they love every bit of it. And having the culture to celebrate the wins, and when we go through something that's hard together, even that's tough. But it's just interesting, because every time we bring somebody awesome onto the team, it's like a new ingredient to the recipe. We have to like figure out how it's going to, or how we're all going to work together. So that's just a real joy, I think.
Well, and I think too, while there is no equal, we are also not perfect, right? And so we want to be able to problem solve together and know that on our team, no one is on an island to figure it out on their own. And so culturally, I thought that, coming to Weiland, just having that sense of team, but not only team internally, but with our partners, with our clients, with, hey, how do we, yes, we all want a high five. And there's one of the things I had a teacher, and she said, everyone gets an A+. Okay. But the hardest part is to keep that A+. And so how do we work together to maintain that? And there's going to be times where we're going to have to problem solve and maybe deal with some difficult discussions, but we want to be able to, and I hope people have felt that and felt that difference, but we win together and we lose together.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, like this year we are celebrating our 40th anniversary.
Woo!
We're doing a massive expansion to our office.
Wow.
We are rolling out a new product, and we started a sister company for a clean room, for the clean room industry. So like we have all this stuff going on, and it is amazing how the flywheel spins. Like the things that we are doing as a team are getting done so much faster than they ever could before, because of just the immense amount of talent that we have, like focused talent. So it's just really, really, it's a crazy year, but we're having a good time. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
I like it. It's exciting.
It is exciting. I kind of, hey, I want to come work for you guys, man.
Me too.
Whoa.
There's plenty of room in Nebraska.
We still fight like siblings, so remember, there's no.
Yeah.
Don't let your twist this morning.
It's all good. Well, we're getting into the last segment of the show. And so, Jenna, why don't you do the honors and go down the line back and forth and ask them every one of these questions?
Oh, man. You're going to let me do your favorite segment? Wow, you guys.
Because he loves you.
I feel so honored. So we've reached his favorite segment of the Cool Times podcast, which, again, this week's episode,
No.
Not really. This episode is sponsored by our friends at Iceberg Mechanical. So we're going to do our this or that questions. You all three get to answer. Carl, we'll start with you. And
We're going to go down the line.
Okay, I love it.
Okay.
Snake style. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay.
So you get 2 in a row, you get 2 in a row.
I think I know the answer to this one already, but big city or small town?
Oh, man. I'll do small town.
We should ask everyone the same question.
I know, yeah. I want them to all answer.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Big city.
Oh.
Okay.
Small town.
Mornings or evenings? You want to start?
do
Calvin,
some
you
stuff.
start.
Construction.
We'll do mornings.
Okay.
Evenings.
Evenings for sure.
All right.
We're an all-day person, though.
Okay. Summer or winter?
Summer, definitely. Yeah, in Nebraska.
Yeah, 100% summer.
Yeah, we're summer folk.
Summer folk. Got it.
All right.
Okay. Thunderstorm or snowstorm?
My wife and I enjoyed a beautiful evening drinking wine together and watching a thunderstorm the other day. And so I'll say thunderstorm. Yeah.
Agree. The comfort, like just a thunderstorm tells so many different stories.
They really do.
Yes,
That was
thunderstorm.
poetic.
Well, thunderstorms happen in the summer, so I'm going to go ahead and go with that as well. But both sort of make you feel cozy, you know?
Okay.
So.
What about movies or TV series?
What decade? I mean,
I know, right?
Anyone you want.
you're
I don't know. Pass.
It's one or the other, my guy. A TV series or a movie. Ain't
All right,
that hard?
I'll go with movie in the theater.
Okay.
There you
I
go.
like it.
I'm gonna go with TV series.
I'll go movie.
All right.
Okay. Cloak of invisibility or the ability to fly?
Whoa, wow. Yeah. Super interesting.
I already know my answer.
I'll do the invisibility to fly.
Okay.
Is it a cloak that makes you fly, or you just can fly?
You can just fly.
That's not over.
Because you could lose the cloak.
Stop.
Yeah, you would lose the cloak.
You could.
Yeah.
It's possible. I mean, you can't see it.
Okay, cloak of invisibility, and gosh, because I literally thought earlier, gosh, to be a fly on the wall. So, but you wouldn't have to be a fly.
Right.
Just be
Just be
invisible.
nosy.
Yeah, sure.
I'll fly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ping pong or air hockey?
Ping pong.
Air hockey all the way.
Ping pong.
All right.
And the last question, and the most important one.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Timberlake or Justin Bieber?
Oh, that's a fun
We've already
question.
been through this.
You have.
Yeah.
We haven't.
Gosh.
Again, what decade?
Well, if my brother see this, I can't. Yeah, I'll go with. We'll go with Justin Bieber.
Okay, a believer.
Yeah, we'll go with Justin Bieber. Yeah. No, we'll go to Justin Timberlake. I'm sorry, I don't know why I thought. Yeah, we'll Justin. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake all the way.
That Chris Stapleton.
See, I don't really have like a... Yeah, the Chris Stapleton video, that was good.
Yeah.
Such a good one.
Yeah, I'll change it up. Let's do Timberlake this time.
Yeah.
See,
So why not
decades.
change
I
it?
mean,
It wasn't even a different decade.
what difference does it make?
It
I mean, I don't
doesn't-
listen to
it
either
does.
one, really. You know?
I will give you each one guess to how many times you think Vince is going to see his new concert.
Oh.
How many he's going
How many
to?
How many
concerts?
JT
How many
concerts
JT
am I going to go
concerts
to this year?
This year.
Don't say anything.
Three.
Let them
I'm not
all
gonna
guess.
say
Let them
anything.
all guess.
3.
I've heard his concerts are exceptional.
They are.
They're insane.
Yeah.
So you
I
say
don't know, I
three.
guess
Performer.
6.
I was going to say 3 as well.
3. Well, what's the
What
We're
number?
going to
cities?
5.
It'll be 6 by the end of the year.
It will.
Where?
Arizona, San Antonio, Fort Worth, Atlanta, and then one more.
Phoenix. Did you say
Okay.
Phoenix?
Are you kind of like on a personal?
Oh,
bucket
Dallas.
list? Like
Yeah.
Vince,
Dallas.
come hang out at my show.
No, man. The guy goes on tour every 8 years, so when he's on tour, just I just
You
go.
gotta get it all out of your system.
Just go, man.
Yes.
My favorite is when we were dating and he would travel alone. He would call me and he'd be like, I'm just going to go get some tickets to the concert. I'm right here. It's going on tonight. I'm just
I
gonna
think
go
I was
get
in
some
LA
tickets."
doing a work thing.
You were.
I might have been at ASI Doors at the time, maybe.
It was a long time ago,
And,
yeah.
and I was like, I'm gonna go to this concert. I can get a ticket for like $120, and I'm sitting at the very top. I don't care. I'm gonna go alone. And you're like, okay, weirdo. And she stayed with me.
Justin needs me there. He needs me there.
The best, I don't like surprises, but the best surprise ever was the Man of the Woods tour that my husband surprised me with those tickets and had my friends flown in.
Oh my
And they
god.
were all at the restaurant, and it was amazing.
That sounds so cool.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool.
That's really cool.
A lot of points for that hubby.
I'm not doing that for you.
No,
So you know, and all of
you
your
don't-
friends wouldn't want to go to the concert.
You don't have to.
Yeah, I was gonna say, which one of the 5 locations
You don't have
is
to.
everybody
Yeah.
getting invited to?
You don't have to. You're all good. Well, is there anything else you guys want to talk to us about before we let you all go on your...
Did you hear Carl kind of mentioned a little bit?
I noticed.
There was a new product.
Yes.
You did kind of spill the beans on that a little bit.
Yes. So
do you want to mention that, or do you want to, if they heard it, let them, keep it a secret?
No, we can talk about it a little bit. Yeah. So for the past, several years, there's been a lot of people that have asked us why we don't have a traffic door that's competitive. We do a 16-gauge stainless steel traffic door. We do a molded fiberglass traffic door. It just hasn't been very price competitive to do that. And for the types of doors, it's not always necessary. So over the past few years, we've been, toying with a lot of things, looking at a lot of different options. And, we just kind of settled on about a year and a half ago that we were just going to figure this out ourselves. We were going to develop a brand new product. This is the first, outside of windows, this is the first product that Weiland has developed in the second generation of our company.
Wow.
And so it's going to have a name. So this is a traffic door. We're calling it the Contendor.
Whoa!
Little boxer theme.
I love it.
It'll take hit. It will take hit after hit, and it will never fall down. And that's kind of the goal. It'll be the prize fighter in your hectic operation. We're planning on the first several customers. We haven't really dialed it in yet, but we're going to send out custom boxing gloves autographed by the partners in the business to that customer. And cool. Yeah, so the goal is it's going to be a all ABS plastic door with a special channel on the outside for gaskets and an all stainless steel hinge. It'll be the first fully stainless steel hinge in the market, and we're building it to sell, baby. Let's go.
So awesome.
And when would that hit the market?
June is the plan. Yeah. So
soon.
So it's essentially out this month.
Yes.
Technically it's out this month.
Yeah.
So Carl had some other names for it, but this one was really, really good. But
that's a really good name, by the way. That's a really good name.
So my grandpa was actually a Golden Glove boxer, and he's still alive. And I said, can he be in our ad?
Oh my gosh.
That would be so gnarly.
Yeah, wouldn't it? So we'll see.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, we're talking about all the different things we could do for marketing to really roll this thing out right.
Lay it up. I love it.
Yeah. We're super excited about it. Like I said, it's cool what I mentioned before about all of the work that we put into this. I mean, Calvin and I think primarily were just gathering information from architects, people in the industry to just kind of give us some feedback on what they want in a door like this.
Yeah.
We did testing out on the floor with the guys, John and Chase and Rob. From a product development standpoint, that's been going on. We've been working on automation, purchasing equipment. And so it's just really cool to see how fast this has come together.
I know you're not talking about it, but it's cool you guys took that lead. How about this? You guys get two people boxing on your floor, and one guy gets hit, falls back, flies through the traffic door, gets up and say, man, that guy can take a hit.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good one. So probably not my grandfather.
Okay.
Maybe not.
Well, he's the one hitting the person.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, if we get you to Nebraska, can I throw a punch at you? Is that what you're saying? Are you volunteering?
Yeah. I'll look for your door. But it's got to be like the movie fake stuff, man. You know what I mean? Close, but not there.
Jenna, if we get you both there, it's a good excuse to get us
I
started.
like it.
You can do it all.
I like it.
Well,
okay, well.
Thank you guys for your time.
But before we go, please tell our listeners where they can find out more about what Weiland is doing. What socials are you on?
How do we find you online?
Where do they get more info?
Sure. Go.
You can always go to weilanddoors.com. And then we're really active on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. Cool. And you can always reach out to any of the 3 C's.
Awesome.
We'd love to be in touch.
Awesome.
Yes.
Cool.
Check
Anything
out
else?
the socials.
Cool.
No, on all the socials.
Awesome.
Awesome. In the old-fashioned way. Oh.
The old-fashioned way. Same with us. You can find all of our work on Facebook, Twitter X, Instagram, LinkedIn. And then this will be broadcast on YouTube. And you can listen to it on Spotify and Apple Podcast app.
Oh, nice.
Yes, you can. Play it back whenever you want. It's going to be great. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
In-house.
Yes. And until next time.
Until next time.
All right.
Thank you.
See you guys. Thank you.